This is part 59 of ASP.NET Core tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss the difference between status code pages with redirects middleware component and status code pages with reexecute. This is continuation to our previous video, part 58. So please watch part 58 before proceeding. At the moment, within our application, we are using use status code pages with redirects middleware component. And we are on the list view right now. We see the full list of employees. As expected, I have launched the browser developer tools. I am on the network tab. Let's clear all this traffic by clicking the clear button, and then let's navigate to /foo/bar. Notice we see our custom error view. Sorry, the resource you requested could not be found. And we also have a link here to navigate back to the home page. This happens because the original URL that we provided, that is /foo/bar, does not match with any route in our application. So the middleware component that we are using, that is status code pages with redirects, redirected us to this new URL /error/404, and that's how we get to see our custom error view. Now let's understand what's actually happening behind the scenes by inspecting the complete request and response cycles when we issued a request to this URL /foo/bar. So the request that we have issued for /foo/bar will flow through this HTTP request processing pipeline that we have set up using this configure method in our startup class. At the moment, our environment is not development. That's because within launchSettings.json, we have set the ASP.NET Core environment variable to production. So this if block is not executed. It comes to the else block. This middleware component has nothing to do with the incoming request. So it passes that request to the next piece of middleware in the pipeline, which is static files middleware. Again, that request is not for a static file, so it passes that to the MVC middleware. MVC is not able to find any route that matches the URL /foo/bar. So it returns the status code 404 not found. And at this point, the response flows back through this HTTP pipeline. So the MVC middleware hands over that response to the static files middleware. Again, static files middleware has nothing to do with the response, so it hands over that response to this piece of middleware. This piece of middleware looks at the status code 404. It's a non-success status code. So what it does is issues a 302 request. Look under the network tab. The request for this URL /foo/bar resulted in this status code 302 found. What does this mean? Well, status code 302 means the URI of the requested resource has been temporarily changed. Now we issued a request for /foo/bar, and then we have a status code 302. This means this URI /foo/bar has temporarily changed to something else. And what is that something else? Well, we have configured that using this middleware component, and that is /error/ the non-success status code, in this case 404. So this URL /foo/bar has temporarily changed to /error/404. So this middleware component issues another GET request. So we see here another network tab, another GET request immediately issued to this URI /error/404, and it is present right after a GET request to /foo/bar, and that's happening because of this status code 302. So the redirect request for this URI /error/404 passes through this HTTP request processing pipeline again. This request is issued by this middleware component. So it is passed from this component to the next piece of middleware, static files. It has got nothing to do with that request, so it passes that to the MVC middleware. MVC middleware finds a route that matches with this URI /error/404. We have the error controller, so the action method within this controller is executed. It is returning the not found view, so the required HTML is generated along with the success status code 200. So that response is then passed from the MVC middleware to the static files middleware. The static files middleware will then pass that on to the status code pages with redirects middleware, which is then sent over the network to the client. Notice in the browser we have the HTML of our not found view rendered. Under the network tab, for this URI/error/404, we have the success status code 200. Now, here is another important point to keep in mind. Our initial request was for this URI/foo/bar, and as the name implies, this middleware component status code pages with redirects. The word redirects is the key. So this middleware component issues a redirect request to this URI/error/404. Because a redirect is issued, the URI in the address bar changes from /foo/bar to /error/404. If you closely observe this entire request and response cycle, as far as the browser is concerned, there was no 404 error. Ultimately, in the end, we are returning this success status code 200 OK when an error actually occurred. This is not semantically correct. For this reason, a lot of people do not like to use this status code pages with redirects middleware component. Instead, let's use status code pages with re-execute. This is a clever piece of middleware. Instead of issuing a redirect request, it re-executes this HTTP processing pipeline. So let's save this change and see the behavior that we get with this piece of middleware. Let's clear the network tab and issue a request to /foo/bar. Notice from an end user standpoint, we don't see much difference in the behavior. We still see that same HTML of our not found view rendered as before. Let's understand what's happening behind the scenes. So as usual, the request for /foo/bar will be processed by this HTTP request processing pipeline. So the request first arrives at this piece of middleware. It will then pass that to static files. Static files will pass it to MVC. MVC will obviously not be able to find a route that matches /foo/bar, so it returns status code 404. So that response is passed from MVC to static files, from static files to this piece of middleware. So this piece of middleware will intercept that non-success status code 404 and then re-executes this pipeline with this new URI /error/404. So that request is passed to static files and static files will pass it to MVC. MVC will now find a route that matches this URI /error/404. So the code within our error controller is executed and the required HTML is generated, and that response along with the success status code is passed from MVC middleware to static files middleware. Static files middleware will then pass it to the status code pages with re-execute middleware component. Now here is what the interesting thing that this middleware component do. It will take the HTML that is provided to it and then replaces the success status code with the original 404 status code. Notice under the network tab, for this request URI /foo/bar, we have the status code 404 not found and not 200 OK. That's because when the request is processed by MVC, it returned us the not found view HTML and success status code 200 OK. But then as the response is flowing back through this HTTP request processing pipeline, when that response reaches this piece of middleware component, it knows it has to replace that success status code 200 OK with 404 not found. And that's why we see for this URI /foo/bar 404 not found. This is the correct behavior. There was a 404 error on the server and it is reflected in the client browser with the status code 404. Now another important point to keep in mind is this piece of middleware component re-executes the pipeline. It does not issue a redirect request, and because of that reason we are able to preserve our original URL /foo/bar. Notice it has not changed from /foo/bar to /error/404. When we are using this middleware component, we can also write code to retrieve the path that caused the 404 error. In addition to the path, we can also retrieve a query string value if there is a query string on the URI. Let me explain what I mean. We know this is the error controller action method that is executed when we have a 404 error. The first thing that I'm going to do here is create a variable. Let's call the variable status code result. Assign this to http context.features.get, and the feature that we want to get is iStatusCodeReexecute feature. Let's bring in the required namespace. Next, on the viewBag object, let's store the path that caused the 404 error. Let's call the property path, and notice on this object we have original path base, and original query string. We want the original path, so let's take that property value, and let's also create another property on the viewBag object for query string. Let's call the property QS, and let's take the query string property value. Finally, in this not found view, let's display both these property values, path and QS. So let's make two copies of this expression, and then change the property name here to path and this one to query string QS. Let's issue a request to /foo/bar. Let's also include a query string abc equals xyz. Notice we have the path that caused the 404 error. We also have the query string abc along with its value xyz. As the name implies, Status Code Pages with Redirects middleware component issues a redirect, and as a result, the URL in the address bar changes. In our case, the original URL /foo/bar changed to /error/404. The problem with this middleware component is it returns a success status code 200 OK when actually an error on the server occurred, and this is not semantically correct. Use status code pages with re-execute. As the name implies, this middleware component re-executes the pipeline and returns the original status code, in our case 404. This is the right behavior. There was a 404 error on the server, and it's reflected on the client in the browser with the status code 404. As this component re-executes the pipeline and not issue a redirect request, we also preserve the original URL that caused the 404 error, in our case /foo/bar. That's it in this video. Thank you for listening.